We talked some overreactions. Let's talk some underreactions. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm with Lupagus. I am Onebar. We're talking underreactions for the Minnesota Vikings. It's bye week. Let's really dive into this beautiful 5-1 team. So we talked overreactions. I want to talk underreactions, some things that just probably aren't getting enough talk as they should have. That didn't make sense.
They might, should have, well said. Yes, some of these may be positive things that haven't been said enough. Maybe some of these are negative things that haven't been talked about enough. But yes, we're going to hit on those underreactions. And what isn't an underreaction is say Liftbridge is the best damn beer you can find. So hit them up in your local liquor store. If you live in the state of Minnesota, you will find it unless it's sold out.
Yep, had quite a few of those yesterday, everyone. Delicious as hell. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're getting real close. We're about $120 away from 8,000 subs. So hit that sub button if you're watching. I can't wait. Wait.
Good song. White Lion.
All right, let's talk some underreactions. And as always, comments. Let us know some of your underreactions through 6 games. 5-1, by the way, just as a reminder. Let's start off on a positive note. Why the hell isn't Ezra Cleveland getting more talk? This guy's fantastic.
Yeah, it's weird because everything's been about, Garrett Bradbury being better, the rookie Ed Ingram playing pretty well for a first-year start, and obviously Christian Darrisaw. I mean, he's just playing lights out. And Ezra Cleveland's kind of the forgotten man who's actually having himself a very, very solid season. He is the Brian O'Neill of the interior offensive line. O'Neill just does his job, does it well, doesn't get much credit, much props. And Ezra Cleveland is following the same path.
Yeah, as of now, he's a 10th best rated guard by PFF. 10.
Wow.
10.
Wow.
He's given up 2 sacks, 1 penalty. Overall score is 70.6. So Ezra Cleveland, we still got him for 1 more year before he hits free agency, but that man's making cheddar.
We got him much longer than that. We will find a way to sign him as a Lupagus guarantee, and those things never go bad.
They do. A lot of them go bad. A lot of them. So Ezra Cleveland, I mean, let's start. This guy needs love. He needs love. He deserves love. He is damn good. But let's go to one that's maybe not so positive, and that is our kicker situation. He hasn't been overly fantastic, and it doesn't appear anyone's really calling for his head yet.
No, and I think there should be some more negative scuttlebutt surrounding our kicker. I mean, he misses. Go back to Detroit. I think he missed 2 field goals at home in that game. And he go to New Orleans Saints in London and misses a kick in that game. I think that was an extra point in that one. Misses 2 against Chicago. Misses the extra point against the Dolphins. That's a lot of missed kicks. And here's the thing that gets me. The Minnesota Vikings, they're going to play a lot of close games. They can't afford to leave points off the board. Their kicker, who was so hot in the preseason, in camp, hitting everything, suddenly missing kicks that he should be making. Is there anybody better out there? I think that's the real question. I don't know if there is, but I think it's time to start to worry about our kicker.
Yeah, he's ranked 29th in the league with a 69.2 field goal percentage, 9 of 13. Worth noting, he is 100% from 49 yards and in.
Nice.
He is also only one of 2 kickers in the league that have missed 2 extra points so far. So, that's definitely concerning. You said it, though. There's nobody better. Greg Joseph is our guy. I would cut off my left nut if they actually made a kicking change at all throughout the season. I mean, he would have to completely fall off the rails, like something just insane. Ain't going to happen.
But you're probably not going to bring a new kicker, but you can change the way you call plays. I mean, Kevin O'Connell now may not, if the ball's on the 42-yard line, he's probably going to go for it. He's not going to try out the kicker for a 55-yard attempt, whatever the hell it is. I don't know the math. I know you're more into the measurements when it comes to the field goals than I am.
59-yard field goal, sir.
59-yard field goal, whatever. So you might see him call games differently, not trusting his kicker, especially on those long kicks. He may want to be much closer, 49, like you said, and in before we attempt a field goal moving forward. But I still think it's probably a couple more games away from getting to that point.
And, hey, Greg, no more missed extra points. Not allowed.
Yeah. Don't do it.
We clear?
It's ridiculous. Absolutely. And especially the timing of some of those. To go up, 14 instead of 13 against the Dolphins yesterday would have been huge. Make them score 2 touchdowns and get the extra points. And, 13 is a lot different than 14. So, Greg, come on, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, we are 5-1, so this is still a very positive environment. But we're going to end on a positive one. So let's throw out one more negative.
No, we got we got a couple more. Yeah, you're right. Actually, we have two more.
Yeah,
Three more
let's get the negatives out of the way. And the other one is just our 3-4 defense. We got some very, very good football players on this defensive side of the ball that just aren't playing like they normally do. So is that an issue with them getting older and injuries, or is this an issue of they just are not a fit for a 3-4?
Yeah, it makes you wonder. I mean, a couple I think are coming to mind. Daniel Hunter especially is the one. He had a pretty good game yesterday. But I think with Hunter, it's more just the way he's being used. He's dropping into coverage. He's, pretty strong against the run. He always has been. It feels like he's the guy kind of keeping contain over there, chasing the guys down. But you just don't see the pressures. You don't see the hits. You don't see the big sacks that, strip fumbles that he used to do back in the day. So Hunter definitely having a bit of a down season in this new 3-4. Does take some time to adjust. But the other guy's Eric Hendricks, and that's the one to me is kind of surprising.
Yeah, Kendrick's grading out not well at all. And just really, throw the grades out the window. He's just not the same old guy we're seeing on every play. And maybe that's just us not used to a 3-4 defense. Maybe it's just maybe we're the issue, because Daniil Hunter actually had a decent game yesterday. And it's not like they're dropping him back in coverage every time. It's just yesterday his hand in the dirt. He's playing defensive end. They had him all over the place. And he had a very good game, and he's got 3 sacks, 11 pressures through these games. So I'm sure it's a little bit of an adjustment, but Kendricks is definitely the bigger worry for me, like you said, and same with Hicks, Jordan Hicks in the middle. He's definitely played in 3-4s before, so that's not the issue. But Kendricks, we're just so used to this man all over the place making plays, and we're not seeing it.
Yeah, the tackles they're making are, 3, 4, maybe 7 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. I can see more of those being made up on the line. And with Hunter, too, shit, I lost my train of thought. I think with Hunter, our expectations were so high. Like, you got Zadarius Smith on one side, you have Hunter on the other. I think we were all expecting both these guys to be at 6-7 sacks by the bye. So I think our expectations were probably a little exceeded. Just we were so excited to have these two dominating edge rushers on this team.
Well, yeah, but for a guy of his talent and for what he's getting paid, we should have high expectations, and he should be performing well. So he's got a big old dollar figure next to his name. I want some more sacks, baby. I want a shit ton of them.
Yeah, and going back to Kendricks, too. You see him, like, some of the coverage he's asked to do. It was him, and I believe it was Chandon Sullivan double-teaming Tyreek Hill yesterday.
Ooh.
That's the battle Tyreek Hill could win running backwards. So, I don't know. He's asked to do some different things. But, yeah, I just not seen the Eric Kendricks making those big plays, taking over games the way he did last year.
Yeah, and just one more thing on Kendricks is it's probably the type of defense or putting him in unopportune situations or something, because his coverage in PFF is like by far the lowest, and it's like in the 40s. Usually he's in like 70s. It's like such a drop off. Something's going on. They'll figure it out. We got this.
Absolutely. All right, so we got a couple of positives to end on. Let's start with Adam Thielen, a guy who I think he's shown some crazy ass toughness this year. I think he's been hurt. You see him limping off the field. He comes back out there, runs routes. He's kind of got this new role. I don't think we're going to see many, 8 reception, 120 yard, couple score games from Adam Thielen this year. It's more 4 for 50 and making catches at very needed times, whether it be for a first down late in games or that red zone target. Adam Thielen has kind of evolved into this go-to guy, making key plays, maybe not going to lay up the stat sheet, but a guy who's going to tough it out, battle for the football, and he is scrappy as hell, bouncing back from, I wouldn't be surprised if his ankle's damn near broken the way he's been limping.
Yeah, he's Thielen is becoming old man Withers. He's 32 years old, and he's still tough as shit, but he's still going to have his big games. He's still projected to get 82 receptions on the year, 805 yards, 6 scores. So the production will be there. It's just not the same old Adam Thielen. So but his toughness just wearing off on these young bucks. He's out there getting the shit kicked out of him, getting up, limping around, still lining up. Love it.
And he doesn't have to have the big season in him. He can be the complement to Justin Jefferson. That's fine. If Jefferson goes down, we may see some more big games from Adam Thielen, but he's got a new role.
Jefferson ain't going down.
Oh, I don't want that to happen, but I think he's got a new role he's adjusting to, and a role that's very valuable in this offense.
All right, final one. And like we said, leave it in the comments below your undervalued. What was it?
Underreaction.
I'm having an issue with that word. Last one, Jalen Rager. Not a bad punt returner. He's top 10 as far as punt return yards, averaging 8.27 yards a punt return. And he's just very confident back there. And he's going to catch the ball. And a top 10 punt returner for what we've gone through the last couple of years, that's a beautiful thing.
That's a huge thing, a thing that, we're definitely not talking enough about. And you said it, it's the confidence of him going to catch this thing. We had D.D. Westbrook back there. You're holding your breath every single time. KJ Osborne, the same thing. I think Rager had one bobble, but he did get it back. But he's so damn shifty. He's also got some balls to him. I mean, he caught one yesterday. The guy was pretty much already on top of him. He did not fair catch it. He was ready to take that hit. He didn't give a shit. You can't hurt Jalen Rager. But yeah, the speed, the elusiveness, we've seen flashes of it. I think he's going to hit home a couple times this year still.
I can't wait. Worth that draft pick. It's beautiful. Those are underreactions. I got it down now just at the end. So let us know. Hit that sub button, grab a lift bridge, and we'll be back hot and heavy throughout this bye week.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember this, the iPhone is the second highest selling product of all time, behind the Rubik's Cube.